Now, I know for a fact I'm not the only person who absolutely loved everything that we were getting from the TV side of Marvel. Yes, there was some bad in there, obviously, I can admit that, but overall, I thought there was some outstanding stuff in there that I was super disappointed when everything ended up getting canceled, and who knows if it's ever gonna come back. Now, let's talk about some of the ideas that were in development, such as a dark and dirty, crime-infested look into the Marvel Universe. Obviously, when it comes to the likes of the Marvel Universe that we've seen currently, there's been a weird disconnect. On Netflix, you had this darker, dirtier, more grim, more realistic take on things. Despite the fact that they had supernatural characters and characters with powers on there, they based it in a very real-world setting. They wanted that to kind of reflect some of the stuff happening in our world, while they mentioned some of the stuff happening in the Marvel world. Now, of course, we know before everything was canceled, there was multiple things in development. Recently, the showrunner that worked on Luke Cage revealed an idea that he was working on, ready to pitch. This would have been rather interesting and a complete shift away from everything Marvel, to the point that even if you didn't watch anything Marvel, you probably would have gotten a show that's completely outstanding. So his idea would have been to focus on Harlem's paradise, in Harlem, right there from Luke Cage, focusing on the Stokes, and essentially their rise and how they became so infamous and influential in that area and what they did, how they got there, the crime life, spreading out there, some of the gang stuff mentality that we saw in Luke Cage Season 2 that we didn't get to fully explore. And if you think about Luke Cage Season 2, you see that those pieces were getting put in place. And honestly, as somebody that loves crime dramas, I love those types of shows. I love the shows that really get into that world and try to explore it and really dive into it. Most recently, in case you guys want to watch a really good one, check out Bad Blood. It might still be on Netflix. It's not a Netflix original, but it's a great show about Montreal and what happens up there and what was happening up there. I think this would have had unlimited potential and could have brought in a whole new audience. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever see it because, with Feige running it, this probably doesn't fit his mold of the MCU.